Tonight, should we just leave our pet poo in public?
That's so crazy! Oh.
It's a dog debate, dog world, right here on CrossBalls.
Comedians posing as experts.
Pot is good for everyone.
Women are designed for sex.
Hunting is self-defense.
I drive drunk all the time.
Debating real people
I'm not gay. It's totally immoral.
who don't know the show is fake.
That's a lie. You're an idiot.
Die.
Out of the crossfire, beyond hardball. This is CrossBalls.
I'm Chris Tallman. Tonight's topic, animals in America. Hunters are slaughtering Bambi with their semi-automatics, but bears, tigers, and pit bulls are biting back. First up, we have the head of Gnawing Issues, former vegan-turned-hunter, Andrew Fortson. Also, here's an independent animal rights activist, Darren Edwards. Thank you for being with us. Question of the day. The number of vegetarians in the U.S. has more than doubled in the last 20 years. Why? Darren, let's start with you.
Because eating meat in this country is not necessary.
Really?
Therefore, meat is immoral.
Andrew, how do you respond?
Well, when I listen to Darren speak here, I feel like I'm hearing myself from a few years ago. Believe it or not, I used to also be, I was a vegan. I was a member of the cult of veganism, and that's how I feel about it, that it really is a cult. I've got something for you. This is, you know what this is? It's beef jerky. Yeah. By the time I'm done talking and you have heard everything I have to say, if you open your ears and listen, you're going to eat this. You're going to want to eat this. I swear to God you are. I swear to God you are. You're going to want to eat this.
Mr. Fortson has brought with him some visual aids to demonstrate your theory on vegetarianism. Now let's take a look at this.
This first picture, this is a picture of me before I ever got into veganism. That's a girl I was running around with, and we were having a good time.
This is when you were still eating meat, correct?
Yep, having a real good time.
All right.
And now this next picture, I was on the vegan diet for 3 months after. I'm serious now, I'm serious. I had not eaten meat for 3 months at the time that this was taken. Now my point is that I was exhausted. I was tired all the time. I hardly ever got off that couch that you see me on there. So that's a fact, all right? Increased brain activity amongst people that eat meat. Humanity has evolved.
We've evolved, you're right.
Yes, how did we evolve? By eating meat. We evolved by eating meat and our brains.
There's no reason to wear leather or fur or anything. There's alternatives in this country, in Europe.
I'll tell you what, I look better than you. I look better than you.
Oh, stop that. That is,
all right.
That's a matter of individual taste.
When I was a vegan and when I was eating only vegetables and grains and all that kind of stuff, I found that my brain was not as sharp. I was losing some of my mental acuity, and I found my energy was very low, and I was...
You're still not doing too well at this.
Now, watch it. Now, all you're doing here is yell, 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 because you don't have the brain power and the logic to back me up. Because meat is very important, especially for children. Now, what is the definition of a child, right? Someone who is growing and going to school and learning, all right? And a child needs that protein. There's a thing called protein. Man, he does. A child needs protein to grow. And forgive me, I'm going to put in a little bit of a plug for something that I am working on. All right, now hang on, all right. Now, it would be perfect if every child could have sausage and bacon every morning for breakfast. They can't. That is difficult, all right? I am working on a breakfast cereal called Meteors, M-E-A-T, which...
I don't think they like it. What's your response to that idea? What is your response to
more protein in a cup of beans than a steak, right? If you eat just big bags, it is.
We've got to move on, gentlemen. Next issue.
How am I going to get him to eat the jerky?
I'm not going to stop it. We've got to move on. The number... Let me go. The number of hunting licenses sold in the United States has been dropping consistently every year. Now, is it time we gave up hunting altogether? Andrew?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Hunting is self-defense. We need to have self-defense. Now, seriously, here in the state of California, these people know better than most people all across the country. There are mountain lions that are attacking people. People need to have guns on them at all times. The day of the animals is coming, is my point, and the vegetarians are only conceding defeat to the animals. And vegetarians are conceding defeat. Animals don't like us. Animals do not like us. How many attacks do there have to be on people from
We're supposed to be civilized.
We don't poop in our friends. Our animals are friends.
They are.
Animals are
yes,
friends.
They are.
Are you going to eat this?
Right. If they...
All right, stop it now. What about the tiger in Las Vegas?
Yeah, no, that's very serious. You're right about that. I'm sure you heard about that. This a tiger attacked the great magician Roy of Siegfried and Roy.
Right.
Now, a lot of people laugh at that because they think that Roy was gay and whatever, and they find it very funny, and it's all...
No.
And very
No. People aren't laughing at... People don't think it's funny because he's he's allegedly gay also.
They're doing it to make money. The guys are millionaires. That's what they're doing. And a lion and a tiger took its natural instinct and attacked.
All right, how do you respond to that?
Man is the dominant species on the planet, and animals had their chance, and they blew it, and we are the dominant species. And so yes, for animals today, they are either on the dinner plate or they're in the zoo or in the circus, and they've got to adapt to that new reality, and that's the reality of the planet.
We don't do all these other things that animals do. We don't poop in public. We don't have sex in public. We're supposed to be civilized. So we shouldn't be...
Let's move on. Let's get into the quick balls round. What animals should be off limits to hunters? Quick balls, go, Andrew.
Animals that help hunters, basically, I would say, should not be hunted. Hunting dogs and horses that you ride while hunting, I suppose.
All right. Rebound to you, Darren.
Every animal, leave them alone. They have a right to live. They have a basic right to have their freedom. There's no reason to kill them.
He believes it should be every animal. Bounce back to you,
animals
Andrew.
left.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you about an argument I just got in yesterday with a woman who allows her cat to wander all around the neighborhood. I think a cat like that wanders around the neighborhood is fair game for wheel hunting, and it's not a bad idea.
Whoa. What is wheel hunting?
Wheel hunting is when you hit it with your car. I'm telling you, because you can't.
We're supposed to be civilized.
Listen, every cat that you got to finish my point about cats.
My point was on for me to rebound.
What are you
saying? What is your point about cats? Explain that.
Every time you kill a cat, you are saving about 100 birds, and those...
That is ridiculous.
And
you are absolutely wrong.
Birds make for good hunting.
Next up, an animal rescuer who is trying to protect pets from their owners.
I get passionate about it. I apologize.
You get stupid about it.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. Tonight's topic, where is the line between pet ownership and pet worship? Joining us now is the head of the pet rescue organization Animals Domain, Mary Daniels, and the outreach director for CARE, a no-kill sanctuary for homeless animals, Joanna Patrice. Burning issue. 10 to 12 million animals are euthanized every year in the United States. What can we do to counteract this horrifying trend? Joanna, let's start with you.
Well, the first thing that we have to do is spay and neuter. It's absolutely crucial. And then you must educate the public as well, because many people give up their animals and they don't have to.
I'm very alarmed when I hear people talk about neutering and spaying.
Why?
Neutering is no better than abortion. And to neuter or spay an animal against its will is a violation of that animal. We have no
What do you
right.
suggest we do? Get a written contract with them so that we can spay and neuter them?
What's your reaction to that?
You know what? That is over the top.
All right, I want to get into this a little bit. I want to know, why is it you are so against? I mean, obviously for the health issues, but is that it?
Well, for another example is, I don't know if many people know this, but something like the Breeders' Cup, you know, that's sort of the Olympics to dogs, you know, and you cannot be in the Breeders' Cup if you are fixed.
That's so
Wait a minute, that is so. Spaying or neutering an animal is the equivalent of chopping off an Olympic runner's legs. You are ruining that dog's potential to excel.
Joanna, is that true?
Absolutely not. The dogs don't enjoy being in the shows. They want to be fun. They want to be playing. They want to be
They
digging.
also want their genitals.
Let me
They also
finish.
want their genitals.
They don't care.
All right, we got to move on. I'm sorry, we're going to cut you off. Moving ahead, both of these organizations work to help homeless pets. How do animal shelters protect pets from going to bad owners? Joanna, let's start with you.
Well, we have a questionnaire, and it's a 3-page questionnaire. We have, close to 300 homeless cats and dogs right now.
Right.
And they're all living happily in a cage-free, no-kill sanctuary because some of them are older and crippled.
This dog that I was dog sitting for a period of time, you can take a dog biscuit and throw it in a cage, and the dog will run in, and you can close the cage behind it. You can do it every day, and you can leave him in there for hours and hours and hours, and he falls for it every time. He always runs in after it. My point is that the dogs are stupid. They don't care what kind of house they live in. They don't care what
We
goes
know
on in
what
that
you
house.
think. We're moving on. Mary, I want to get your response.
What
is your response?
You know, a 3-page questionnaire, that's a start. You have to fill out more paperwork for internet dates, okay? I connect potential roommates. That's what I do. And I do a really, really thorough background check on each and every person. And I make sure, A, that they do not work, that they do not have a job, that they will be...
Wait, they don't have a job?
Look, Chris, a lot of these animals have been abandoned. They need constant companionship. They need positive reinforcement. They need affection. So these people cannot have
Many of
jobs.
these people that have jobs, that have to work for a living, they have people that come to the house and play with the dogs.
Yeah,
They walk the
strangers.
dogs.
Strangers.
No,
And do you
they're
do a
not
background check
strangers.
on these
They're more-
people that come in? Do you do a background check on these crack addicts that come in 3 times a week? Or these teenage girls that bring a young boy over and have sex in front of that animal who's disturbing and scars them for life?
she's sitting on my side.
She's really, really
I'm sorry.
sick.
I get passionate about it. I
No, you get
apologize.
stupid about it. We
No,
do
I
not
do not
have-
get stupid.
Settle down. We don't need to get nasty about this. Now, what about when you've got all these animals, you're saying you're very specific with these guidelines. What happens to the animals that you don't place right away?
Well,